What up, everybody? Welcome back. Today is, I was gonna say day 3, but no, this is day 4, because for the springs we actually took 2 days, which is not what I was planning for, but progress is progress. But today, pretty much most of the work is done. At least, you know, I'm kind of gonna run what I brung to Laguna Seca, and I was actually sad because there was a chance that I wasn't gonna make the event, which yeah, I was gonna kind of kill it. But I contacted the host of the event, Speed SF. That's the name of the group, or the people that are hosting the event, Speed SF. So yeah, I contacted them for the day that I actually wanted to run, and it said that it was sold out. But since being my first time, I'm categorized under novice, and that day said it was full. But that portion where you clicked on it, it didn't say full. The other one said like, oh, you have to be on a waiting list, or you have to, if you register, you're gonna be on a waiting list. So I contacted them a day before, hoping they would get back to me the next day, which they did in the morning. And thankfully they did, because I was able to get registered and everything, and we are good to go for Sunday. Got to do some online stuff because they're taking their precaution. And even though here in California, which is where I'm at, we actually are having issues with fires. So I also contacted them about that, and so far that it's safe in that area for the event. So we're still good to go. So we're here today, back at the house, or my mom's pad where I have my car, and we're just gonna do some basic maintenance. I got some brake fluid from I don't know what the name is. I don't know if I'm saying it right or if I'm butchering it. Motul RBF660, I believe. I'll show you guys the can. So I got some of that just to be on the safe side, because just from reading and stuff like that, that's basically what I'm doing. I don't really have a lot of people that I know that go, or like part of my group that have gone to an actual track event. There's only one. If you do check it out, Zeke, what up? I know I saw that my friend Zeke from the Auto House. He drives an AE86. He's gonna be there, but he's gonna be there on Saturday. Probably I'll catch him at another event. But yeah, that's the only guy that I actually know. And I didn't want to ask him because I didn't want to bother him. I kind of wanted kind of see it for my own, kind of experience it for my own, and see what happens. And basically, I wanted, with this car, I basically want to take it, see what happens if it starts overheating, whatever it is, and have a new set goal. So once we see what this car can do, which I know we're going to be slow, I know we're probably not going to perform good at all, but we are going to have fun. And that's basically what I think counts the most, just getting some seat time in, and see where you are as a driver, which is one thing that I really want to do. And what best way than to do it at Laguna Seca. I am kind of tripping about that corkscrew, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm just going to do, I'm flushing out the transmission fluid. I'm gonna put some new one. I didn't know what transmission fluid to run. I was looking at AMSOIL and other brands, but didn't find anything. And a lot of people go back and forth that you should just run what the manufacturer says. But I guess for this event, because it is what I have available, and I did waste a pretty good amount of money, which I know this sport does get really expensive. I didn't know about the helmets, about being certified, so I had to buy a new helmet. But yeah, the transmission fluid should be done draining, so I'm gonna get that sealed back up. I'm gonna level out the car, put some more fluid in it, and get that done. And then we're gonna try to lift all four corners off the ground, so we could get the brake fluid flush going. And then gonna double check everything else, make sure everything's tight, all the fluids look good, just for that event. And yeah, hopefully everything goes good and smooth today and the rest of the days, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be installing for the brakes, and this is what I'm going to be using for our manual transmission fluid. I think it's 2 quarts, but if it needs a little bit more, I have a third one. this is one of the perks of when I was working at Acura. I actually did keep a lot of the OEM fluids, especially transmission fluid, because I knew I had my TL, which is parked over there, and I knew I needed to keep these because I was going to need them. So this is where they're going to come in handy. And then they buddies over there at the parts department, they always gave me crush washers, so I got some extra ones. And as well, always remember to replace it. Ready to replace this one. So this is the funnel that I kind of made. This funnel, you could probably find a funnel similar to this, but I actually got this from same when I used to work at Acura. And this is a hose that we would use, just any clear hose. If you have a vacuum line hose, anything works. And then this is what we kind of came up with the guys over there. It's just a metal end, could be for, I think this might be for a PVC pipe or a PVC valve from maybe a TSX. And then just put tie it up there, and then this is good to go. It is dirty because it does stay outside my house, but the inside of it is pretty clean. We usually hit it with brake clean all the time, and we just did a transmission flush on my cousin's DP3, so this should be clean. And then just hit it with brake clean, just make sure everything's good, and we're getting some nice clean fluid. So just gonna feed this through under there into that hole and start pouring some transmission fluid. Alright y'all, so we're here. We are losing some daylight. We have all 4 wheels off, getting ready to do this quick brake flush, so we can have at least that peace of mind that we got some good what's it called, some good brake fluid. We don't want these to be fading on the track. And then also one thing I found out, I need to reset my preload. So it's a good thing to be checking for this. And I think for the rear diffusers, since I had put that on and I didn't have any idea to track, I need to cut out or cut open that slot right there to have access to the tow hook, because all the tow hooks are supposed to be available. The tow hooks in the front, there are some on the subframe right there, and I do have my front tow hook right there. But yeah, I'm gonna take care of the rear one, so it's the last thing I'm gonna have to worry about and have everything ready to go. It is getting late, so I'm not gonna, if I can get some small shots of the brake flush, then we'll get that going. The sequence usually is drivers, passengers, and then rear passenger and rear driver side. That's the sequence to bleed out the brakes, and try to get this done as soon as possible before we lose more sunlight, and just gotta get to it. Alright, what up everybody? As you guys can see, we are late into the night, and as we are actually late night wrench pimping. Alright, there's people out here still. But for the most part, got everything squared up. I already fixed the preload issues on the suspension, both front and rear. We got that all sorted out. Double checked all the suspension components, all the bleeder screws. Fluid looks good. I had to do this real quick to the rear diffuser, you guys can see, because I don't have a rear tow hook mount, and this is my my tow hook location on the car at this moment. And for track day, according to the things that I've been going off and all those guidelines, this is going to be the only source that I have for the rear. So for the diffuser, it is a cheap one, so I'm not really tripping about it. I would like to maybe, I don't know, sorry for the video, it's just one man team right now. But yeah, but for the most part, I just lined a piece of tape from here to here, and then I lined another piece of tape parallel to this to get it to look somewhat at least symmetrical and not too fucked up. But yeah, at least I got access to this, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. And it doesn't look that bad. I am going to take a file to this and just kind of get this a little bit cleaner. But I would probably see if I could do something, because it was super tight before I took this piece out. And now that I took this piece out, now I got two flaps coming off, which kind of sucks. But as you guys can see, this is kind of what it looks like from underneath. But yeah, for the most part, everything is done. So like this. Yeah, for the most part, everything is done. I already have the new brake fluid in, the Motul. New transmission fluid is in. I'm still debating on doing the coolant. The only thing is that I do not have something to catch the fluid. I don't want to just throw it on the floor, because that is not the right thing to do. If I can figure out a way to do it tomorrow, we'll take care of that. I'm gonna head up my cousin Jesse, see if he can let me borrow something in order to catch that. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to do today. Kind of want to have another day to spend with the fam. So I'll probably come pick this car up, test drive it tomorrow, and make sure that everything's ready to go. As far as drivability, that there's no issues with it. If they are, we can try to fix it and all the little things in and out by Saturday, Friday, so the car could be ready to go on Sunday. But for the most part, I think that is it. I'm gonna close out this video, because we gotta clean up all the tools. Stay tuned, everybody. I got more videos to come. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.